First, live, local. This is Fox 12 Now.
Welcome back to Fox 12 Now. I'm Greg Nibbler, live here in the Fox 12 Oregon newsroom, and we appreciate everybody who's tuning in, wherever and however you're watching. Thanks for doing so. We get to have a lot of different conversations on here, and right now, we're going to talk about something that, well, some of you out there may be able to attend, or somebody you know. That is a trade fair coming up from the Oregon Tradeswomen for some jobs that are out there, some training that's out there, really to find out everything that they do, which is a lot. We've got Nomi Bigos who's joining us here, and great to have you here on the show again to talk about all of this. I know it's been, I say again, for people who are watching, they may not know, but it was like a year ago or something. But time flies, and it's great to have you here joining us to talk about the organization. I think to start off, though, would you mind, for people who don't know, just telling us a little bit about yourself and about the Oregon Tradeswomen?
Well, thank you for having me on again. My name is Nomi Bigos. I am the Deputy Director of Operations here at Oregon Tradeswomen, and I've been with this organization for 3 years. My background is nonprofit business, communications, fundraising, but enough about me. Let's talk about Oregon Tradeswomen. Our organization has been around since 1989. And we get women into the skilled trades through our pre-apprenticeship program, primarily focusing that work within the building trades, getting them prepared. Once getting through our 7 to 8 week program is a fully certified registered apprenticeship that they are prepared to properly enter into an apprenticeship, which would be next on their career pathway for that trade. Union preferably, but also there are plenty of other options out there. And we aim to make sure our graduates are coming out with a better salary, a better financial future, and to help build them generational wealth in everything that they choose to for their future.
And so it really is setting them up for that, as you mentioned, for that future, for that generational wealth, for just having the skills to go out into those positions. When you're talking about the skills trades, can you give some examples of that, just for anybody who may not know of what they may be doing, say, in the building industry?
That is an excellent question, because a lot of people, if they aren't related to this work, think there's a carpenter, there's plumbing, you can be an electrician, but really, what more is there? And that's part of what our curriculum covers, is trying to expose our students to as many of the skilled trades that are in the industry. It's also reflected in our upcoming event, because it's everything from sheet metal, iron workers, cement masons, roofers, flooring, painters, machinists. You are seeing many skills like welding can be reflected in multiple trades. There's boilermakers. There's honestly, even in my 3 short years in this role, I am still learning about new trades, heat and frost insulators, elevator operators and technicians. The list just goes on and on.
And were those jobs, like those kinds of skills and sets, it seems like that's something that would be, let me ask you, are those skills and jobs that you think are going to be there for a long time, things that would be, proof against recessions and different kinds of advancements in technology or whatever it may be?
Well, specifically with construction, there is always some cyclical impact with the economies as it goes through the years. But at the end of the day, when economic indicators are up, people still need to build houses. People still need to build the buildings and make the things and make sure they stay maintenanced and running and all the parts included for it. So no matter what, I don't see many robots entirely constructing a new shopping mall anytime soon.
Yes, correct. Well, No, so talking about this the career fair that you have coming up, let's give an example for some of the going in a little bit more in depth for some of these women out there who may be wanting to go into this field but are unsure of what it takes. Obviously this is what you walk them through, but can you do that for us if somebody goes to this career fair? How it is they would even start in going down that path?
Well, one of the things that they can do is enter into a pre-apprenticeship program, or if they know what trade they want to go to today, connecting with the union or regional training center to apply directly into an apprenticeship program. There are other training programs if you weren't fortunate enough to have some sort of CTE program in your high school. And we constantly are helping people navigate what their choices are. We hold information sessions, and I say, there's the Oregon Tradeswomen pre-apprenticeship program. There are other pre-apprenticeship programs focused on different demographics based on age, gender, diversity, and we are all hoping to get more people into this industry because of the demand. And so we can answer those questions. We can talk through more things than just click on this job, just apply for send the application. Our role is really helping not only facilitate moving your pathway forward within this industry, but also connecting you with other resources, because as we know, a job is not a solo item in your life. So you may need help getting childcare, other resources such as books, licensure, help with signing up for health insurance, transportation, etc. That's where a lot of these programs help get you ready so that you can come correct day one to your job site.
Right, so yeah, going back to what we talked about at the beginning, like really setting them up for all of that success that could come down the road.
Absolutely. While it's fun to train people on these skills, we certainly don't want to see them only on a new job for 2 days, 15 minutes. Our program invests at least 2 years of dedicated workforce placement. And yet we also encourage our graduates, they can call us back for life. So we see that 50% of our fight of getting more women into the trades, the other 50% of the issue is keeping them in the trades. And so we want to be a continued resource on top of what they may have when they build their tradeswomen community within their company, their trade, their union, their whatever entity that is around them, that we can be just another resource to keep them on their path.
What do you think is the biggest misnomer or misconception that some people come in with when they're speaking to you about some of these potential careers?
That the biggest misconception that we see, and I don't think it's changed for years, is that if you are not 6'5", 300 pounds, built like a linebacker, regardless of your gender, you have no place in this work. And just like most things in life, you need the variety to get all of the work done out there. There's a lot of machines that it doesn't matter how much you can deadlift. There is a lot of detailed work. When you look at what's happening with some semiconductors and using laser-like welding, that, again, it doesn't matter if you can run a mile under, 4 minutes. Goodness gracious. There is a place for all types of bodies, and of course that diversity is going to not only improve the physical work, but the ideas and the collaboration that are brought within your colleagues.
Yeah, and something that I'm sure it's great. I mean, it's got to be great for you on that end too, or I would assume so anyway, to see some of that, somebody comes in with those misconceptions and then see them placed into a career that they may enjoy, or at least have a great, job at the end of the day.
Absolutely. And, just because you are petite, whether you are a woman or a man, I see people thrive being a laborer, being an iron worker. The only limitations are what you put on yourself. And while that is a argument that we work towards with our potential students every day, it's also convincing their community, whether it's their spouse, their kids, their parents, for women to be allowed and supported to go and pursue these jobs. Because if, as you are training and shifting or entering into the career workforce for the first time, everyone needs their community support. And that is really the key indicator of whether or not they are going to thrive.
Well, for this career fair that's coming up, can you let everybody know, the when, where, and how to participate in this?
Oh, I thought you were going to tell me so I know where to show up. Um, our public day for the event is this coming Saturday at the Expo Center, Hall E. That would be May 16th. The event starts at 9 a.m. and goes through to 3 p.m. And we do have another day that is dedicated to middle school and high school folks on Friday, but that there's free admission. There's no need to register to get a ticket of any kind. Just come to the Expo Center, take the Max line, take TriMet, always a wonderful option for cost savings, excuse me, when traveling. And not more importantly, but I also want to know on Saturday at noon, the local Sprinkle Fitters Union and Portland Fire and Rescue are hosting a burn trailer event, which sounds exactly what it is. It's going to be very exciting. It can only happen once. And for everyone who is trying to figure out, is this for me? That's the whole point of this event. There is people who are tabling and there's a lot of information available, but there's a ton of hands-on activities. It's indoors, it's outdoors. We have things like the Portland Water Bureau simulating a water main line break. You'll get wet. It's awesome. You've got you can weld with multiple different vendors who were there. You can play with liquid nitrogen. No, I think that's more or less you get to watch others play with liquid nitrogen, but it is a really good insight into public utilities, public owners, things that you just take for granted as our infrastructure, like how do they repair two railroad tracks? It's literally an explosion, So you get to learn a little bit of how the world works around you and see if any of it tickles your fancy.
Love it. I mean, I want to see some of that myself right now. But no, I mean, thank
The
you.
event is for me. Everyone else can,
Yeah. I mean, you have me at welding and explosions and liquid nitrogen. But that all sounds great. And for everybody who wants more information, what's the website they can go to?
We will go to OregonTradeswomen.org/fair is going to bring you to more information. We have several information sessions scheduled during the day so that if you do see what you like, you can talk about what the next steps would be with a program like ours or similar. And we have many training programs available to help you facilitate that next step.
All right. Well, thank you very much for joining us here at Fox 12 Now. Great talking to you and getting that information out there. So thanks, Nami.
Of course. Thank you. And I hope I see you on Saturday, sir.
I mean, there's explosions, Awesome. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you so much.
And for everybody watching too, this is Fox 12 Now. We are live streaming here out of the newsroom. We've got a lot more that we're going to be discussing as well. Coming up, we're going to talk about volcanoes. We're going to talk about entrepreneurship when it comes to some markets and getting some products out there. So plenty of other things and an extended weather update. We do need to take a break, so we're going to do that. We'll come back here in just a couple of minutes with more Fox 12 Now. All right, awesome. Thank you so much. Oh, I think you're muted.
Sorry about the background noise. Glad it all worked out, and thank you so much. Send us a link, and we'll share this as well.
All right, awesome. I will do. Cool.
All right, have a
Thanks
good
a lot.
day.
You too. See ya.
Bye.